Tell me if this situation sounds familiar to you. You finished Steins Gate. Your life has been changed. You're never going to be the same again. You're wondering where your friends the lab members are because in real life you may not have those friends. What do I do now with my life? If you're anything like me, an insane Steins Gate fan, you'll know that when you finish the series, there'll be this empty hole in your heart. What will I do without my beloved lab members, you must be wondering. Science adventure content doesn't always come out consistently here in the West, and so to tide ourselves over until Steins, you may consider checking out some of the bonus content like drama CDs that exist out there. For those of you who don't know what a drama CD is, think of it as a classic radio drama from times past, except it's far more of a commonly accepted form of entertainment in Japan. They'll often bundle these fun bonuses with Blu-rays or offer them up as pre-order bonuses with games. One of the few series to receive them translated in English was Code Geass, which had the dubcast do them most of the time, but they often go untranslated. And Steins Gate has a whole slew of them which have been graciously translated by the fan community throughout the years, with some even animated by fans. Think of them as episodes without the animation a lot of the time. If you understand enough of what they're saying, you can pretty much close your eyes and see the characters in your head. Without further ado, here are my quick run-throughs and favorite ones that I've heard, or I've found to be the most notable, in no particular order. You have to give these a listen. Each of them will be linked in the description. It's a fun little side episode, which offers a lot of breathing room, especially how little time the lab members have to just hang out and be friends together. There's fourth wall breaks, and plus you get to hear Itaru doing his impression of the female lab members. What's not to love about this one?
あの日、私の彦星様が復活していれば、すべては変わっていたかもしれない。
I remember exactly where I was when I first heard this audio drama. I'd come home after a grueling set of finals, and this was also after I decided to binge the entire series right before my exams. I'd finished the anime and the movie and was so desperately craving more Steins Gate, so I found the Alpha, Beta, and Gamma trilogy on YouTube to listen to. Each of them have their own merits, but the one that stuck out to me the most was Beta Arclight at the Point of Infinity. It came out long before Zero existed and goes through a lot of the same plot points which we have now come to know as Steins Gate Zero, but to be completely honest, I think this hour-long drama handles the material very well, and left enough to the imagination to make everything make sense without changing the characters too much. It's a fascinating look into the creators' minds, and what they had planned initially. It shows a lot of foresight into how things were executed, especially at the time when no sequel was promised. If you've seen Zero, I still recommend a listen, and especially Sarkov's animated version, which I've linked in the description. I am a sucker for things set after the main story of Steins Gate, and the film is no exception. I understand there's a bit of controversy over how the mechanics work in the film, but by that point, I do think the series has broken enough of its own rules to allow for a happy ending, and at that point, more character interaction is completely gratifying. And so Symphonia of Meanderings, Hidden in Ambiguity, hits the spot with a lot of, well, let's just say hypothetical interaction between Okabe and Kurisu. Taking place a week before the movie Load Region of Deja Vu and featuring a lot of Mayuri trolling and playing telephone between the two, it's certainly worth the 27 minutes of runtime it plays through. It's just pure sugar. You'll want to give it a listen. Sagacious Wisdom of Cognitive Computing. While not technically audio dramas, these 4 shorts are more hijinks animated and ironically were sponsored by the real IVM. I guess things really were better for the lab in the Steins Gate World line, getting an official sponsor and all. There are commercials that I still have no idea exactly what they wanted me to buy, but anyways, if you haven't seen them already, what are you doing? Link to all 4 in the description. The Dog Days of Flashida Itaru. I personally think that Itaru deserves a spot as the MVP after his characterization in Zero. To me, I felt that he took the main character spot in a lot of ways during that series. And hence, there are several drama CDs just focused on him having a family in the Steins Gate World line. There's this drama CD that takes place before this one, but the Dog Days of Flashida Comima is simply hilarious just because of a young Itaru as a father and his relationship with his family and a young Suzuha. Suzuha having a rebellious phase makes perfect sense, considering that she was a literal rebel in Another World line. Mad props to Yukari Tamura for being able to handle switching between Yuki and Suzuha in the time. It's just some really good acting. Vacation of an Ephemeral Silhouette. The lab members go on vacation to the beach when Daru's body pillow gets stained. It's a mystery for the ages as they must figure out who the culprit is. Okabe time leads back to try to prevent this. Do I need to say more about the plot?
ないではないか。一体どこに行ってしまったというのだ。
Steins Gate cosplay drama. You fell into my trap. It was all a setup. The last one I'd like to bring up for this video is this. Because most prominently, it features Okabe dressing up as a character from Code Geass. No, you didn't hear that wrong. Solely for the amount of references this entire series leads up to other shows and its plotline of Okabe trying to get a certain other lab member to cosplay, I found this one to be quite relatable and hilarious. I hope with this video I've been able to open your eyes to the world of Steins Gate bonus content, because there's a lot out there, really. The series never feels like it just ends, you know. It has so much other material, and I've actually utilized a lot of this as research when I was preparing for my performance at Anime Expo 2 years ago, which you can check out in the description as well. Anyways, have you listened to Steins Gate drama CDs before in the past? If so, what are your favorites? And if not, which of the ones I listed are you most excited to hear? Feel free to let me know in the comments. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Join the lab. More content covering all types of films, cinema, nerdy type stuff coming soon. And if you want to see more Steins Gate content today, my fellow lab members Noah and Ashanti have each created an amazing Steins Gate video today as well. Feel free to check out their channels here. I'll see you in the next video.